A man's ambitions should never exceed his worth. This statement holds very true in both personal and professional pursuits, as it emphasizes the importance of aligning your ambitions with your capabilities and your inherited value. So this episode tonight, man, we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to explain why exceeding one's worth can lead to negative consequences and why it is extremely necessary to maintain a balance between ambition and self-awareness. There's a lot going on, guys, but I'm here to set you free. I'm your host, Sam J. Black Men in Suits, Urban Nation, the Uncut Truth. Yo, as you read by the title, I was watching, where I got it from is that I was sitting here watching John Wick, the latest episode, and the gentleman, one of the gentlemen made a statement. His remark was that a man's ambitions should never exceed his worth. This was something that I thought about back in when I was 27. So at this time, at that age, I was actually I was married, working 2 jobs, try to provide for the family. But I often thought about this in that perspective back then, about what is my work as a man? What is my ambition? And so where that came from, the reason I thought of it at that time was because I thought of things that I wanted to do prior to me getting married, having a married life, right? And that was, I'm an artist, I'm a creator, I am very intuitive with music, I'm in tune with a lot of vibrations, and I share the vibrations with a lot of genre of things. And I'm just very artsy like that, right? And because of that, I found myself, once I got married, I was not in tune with that part of myself anymore. And so the question was kind of like, why at the time? Why am I doing things differently? Why am I, so at this time, now I'm pushing to hold down a corporate job. I'm doing that. But because of one of the biggest personalities about myself is that I'm very intuitive, and I'm easy to get along with. I'm a leader. However, am I doing what I love, right? And so this was a kind of split at the time of the thought process. But when I watched that movie the other night, that statement rung a bell to me. And I sat up when I heard it. And I was like, wow. Some of the uncut truth. So let's talk about it, man. So first and foremost, when a man's ambition surpasses his worth, he's more likely to embark on endeavors for which he is ill-equipped. You're not prepared. Because let's be real, ambition in this world, ambition alone is not enough to guarantee any kind of success. It's not. Just having an ambition. where I'm inspired, I'm passionate. That alone is not enough to guarantee success. You know, at a certain age, me and my age, 41 and up, but a lot of the young brothers, this message really kind of go out to you guys to understand is that this ambition, whatever your ambitions are, it must be accompanied by skills, knowledge, and experience. Without these things, striving for goals that are beyond one's capabilities will result in failure, frustration, and disappointments. So, what that means is whatever you desire to do, be, act, whatever life means to you, you cannot go into it and be it half stepping. Man, just be it. Be the best version of yourself. No matter who's in the picture and who won't be in the picture, who desires not to be in the picture, whatever your dreams are, whatever your ambitions are, be that. Whatever they are. And I mean that, and I don't mean that loosely. I mean that strongly, meaning that if your ambition is to be a gamer, there's money in that. Because at the end of the day, like surviving is one of the most primitive tools that's embedded in just human genes. You gotta survive, you gotta eat, you gotta live, right? And if you have ambitions, your ambitions are gonna lead you to something, to things that pay the bills. You know, uh, but just having an ambition alone is not enough to be successful at it. You know, there got to be. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of learning that's involved that you got to put into it. And so, moreover, you think about it, exceeding your worth can lead to a man like a host of negative consequences. Burnout, stress, overall decline in your mental and your physical well-being. You know, because it's not talked about enough. But when people constantly push themselves to achieve goals that are far beyond their reach, they expose themselves to a greater deal of pressure and strain. This will be detrimental to you, man. And it will affect your health and if your overall quality of life. You know, and I understand when we rewind back that underlying statement that I made about far beyond their reach. Because there's this slogan about you can be and do whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. That's not 100% accurate, right? Not whatever you want to do, but you can achieve some level of success in the things that you truly put a lot of time and work in. And so what I mean by that, for example, right? I want to be a superhero. I want to be a vigilante. I can't be that. I can go out there and do that, but that leads to what? Eventually I get killed out in the streets trying to be that. Right? Eventually that's the end. But when we talk about longevity of success and peace and tranquility, one of the things that's most important is that you got to protect your health. You know, your health is most important. That's what's going to keep you grinding. That's what's going to keep you getting up in the morning to do and push yourself further. Uh, but as far as enjoying somebody, enjoying life, that's a very much obtainable. Very much. And so some of the things that I was sitting here thinking about when I was writing, and I was talking about like when we talked about exceeding our worth. You know, exceeding your worth can also hinder your personal growth and development. You know, it is important to set realistic goals that push you to improve yourself, not to the point to where you are continuously overwhelmed, overworked, stressed, and potentially unable to meet certain expectations, but by striving for achievements that are within your realm of capabilities, what you can achieve. You feel me? You can slowly progress and build upon these successes, fostering self confidence and a sense of accomplishments. Think about that. The smaller things that you are successful in will build your confidence. As your self confidence grows, it builds towards like there's a sense of accomplishment that you have within your mind, your body, the energy levels that flows from that. You know, and it just ultimately pushes you to be better every day, every time. Furthermore, a season's one's worth can negatively can have a lot of negative repercussions. Is what I meant to say, right? Whether it's your relationship, whether it's on your job, no, you know, it's important to recognize and respect everyone's strength and their weakness. You know, if you are consistently taking on responsibilities that are just kind of taxing, it will lead to a lot of imbalances in your life, disruptions, and just overall your reduction of your overall production. You know, your productivity is going to decline in whether it's personal or business because you're stressed out. You got to know what your limitations are. Once you know what those limitations are, you have to set a standard for that. Stop pushing yourselves. Stop accepting relationships that don't fit your morals. Stop accepting jobs that you are unsatisfied with. Get out of it. Stop being in careers. Stop being in when it comes to education. Stop being that. If there's a particular learning facility that is just not doing it for you, if get out of that. Get out of that environment. Do something better. You got to. You got to, guys. See, a man's ambition should never exceed his worth. Serves as a reminder to maintain a sensible self awareness when setting goals and pursuing aspirations. It's going to highlight all of your the value of all of the ambitions that you have aligned within yourself, right? And it's going to help avoid those consequences of failure, burnout, stress. strained relationships, all those things. And start being realistic. Start being realistic and setting some attainable goals. Being real with yourself, right? Strike a balance between your ambition and your self awareness. This will help your personal growth, your overall well being, and most definitely your success. You asked, I answered. I'm your host, Sam J. This is the uncut truth. Your ambitions should never exceed your worth. Know where you are, accept it, and be the best version of yourself, no matter who likes it. It's the uncut truth. Urban Nation.